I just want to preface this video by saying that absolutely nothing I say here is financial advice. If I tell you to buy a stock, it means do absolutely nothing. Do not spend any money. If I tell you to buy out of the money call options or just call options in general, again, it means nothing. Do not listen to me, all right? So now that this is out of the way, we can get on with the video. All right, motherfuckers, saddle the up, because it's time to get juicy. We got call options expiring this week in Progenity, so it's time to gear up, get ready, and let's go. Boom, snapback engaged. Boom, indoor sunglasses engaged. Hello, and what is going on, lovely people of the internet? It is Hootmoney here with another video for you guys. Today we're talking about Progenity stock. Guys, this is time. This is the moment that we've been waiting for. Progenity stock, 11/19 expiration, starts tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday. We've got 5 days to stick it to these short sellers. We've got thousands and thousands and thousands, tens of thousands, almost hundreds of thousands of call options expiring this week on Friday. It's time to saddle up, buckle up, because we are going to buy the fucking shit out of this stock this week. We're gonna buy the most disgusting, out of the money, degenerate, YOLO call options that will make us poor, but we don't care because we are here to stick it to the manipulation and fraud that occurs on a constant daily basis in Progenity. We are a threshold security, meaning that every time this stock goes up, it comes right back down due to failure to deliver and naked shorting. This week, they were able to pin the price of Progenity at $2.97 at close. That means that the $3 strike price call options, 38,000 of open interest, are now out of the money in Progenity. This is time, fellas. This is time, ladies. We need to buy the stock. This stock needs to go up. They are planning this accordingly. They need the $3 strike price and above to expire out of the money. If they don't get that, they are freaking screwed. And this stock will go absolutely parabolic. And I'll show you guys right now. Today is exactly when you call up that aunt that you haven't talked to in about 5 freaking years, and you tell her, I found the most enlightening opportunity in the world. Do you want to get rich in one singular week? Then this is the week to buy Progenity stock. All right, so here we have the Wyckoff accumulation pattern. I already made a video on this. You can check out my last video on Progenity if you guys want. But this video today is going to be about the option chain. So as you guys can see right here, Progenity expired at $2.97 as of Friday at close. Now this is extremely important because next week, expiring on November 19th, we have 38,000 call options right here, according to NASDAQ. Zoom in on that figure. You can see it right here, clear in plain sight, 38,000. This means that if on Friday, 11/19, if we get 38,000 of these call options expiring in the money, which we're out of the money right now because we're below $3 per share, that would be 3.8 million shares that would have to be delivered. Now, let's just say we got this thing to expire over $5 a share as of Friday. That would be an additional 16 million shares that would have to be delivered to holders of those contracts. Where are they going to get 16 million shares from? They're going to have to buy it on the market. So if the stock price of Progenity goes up this week, then an ultimate gamma ramp would send this thing up to the moon because the people who sold these contracts will have to buy the stock. Buying the stock makes stock go up, stonks go up. Now we've got this wonderful hedge fund right here, Ethereum Capital Management, who owns 51% of the company. They're likely the people that have been selling all of these call options, right? Because if you own the stock, you can sell the call options. Ethereum Capital Management also wants to maintain 51% of this company. So they likely have a vested interest in keeping these contracts out of the money so that they don't have to deliver these shares. There's also speculation that Ethereum Capital Management is the hedge fund that has been shorting the out of Progenity stock as well. Then why short a stock you have 51% ownership in? Huh? Doesn't that not make any sense whatsoever? They're doing it so that they can get the stock price cheaper, so they can buy back those shares for cheaper, acquire more of the company, and then sell this company off to a Pfizer, an AbbVie, a Johnson & Johnson, etc. So yeah, what a wonderful strategy if you're just trying to acquire stocks for the low. But if you're a retail investor, you buy Progenity stock at IPO, you get absolutely shafted. And this is why these type of business practices are just completely unethical. You look at where it IPO'd at, $15.67. This was a little bit over a year ago. You could have bought this thing at IPO in June of 2020, get absolutely shafted from $15 a share all the way down to $2.97, where we're at right now because of delusion, naked shorting, and just the manipulative practices of Ethereum Capital Management. So they're the enemy. They're the ones that we need to squeeze. Now, at the same time, there's been tons of unusual buying for this November 19th expiration at these deep in the money call option strikes right here. So the 50 cent, the $1, and even 150. Now, why would you buy these strike prices if you can just buy the stock and it's going to be exactly the same? If you see the price of the 50 cent call option, it's $2.50. If you add 50 cents plus 250, that's $3. So you're paying a 3-cent premium, and you're essentially getting 100 shares of the stock, and the stock price is going for $2.97. So it'd be cheaper to just buy the stock on the open market. But you have to realize, by buying these deep in the money call options such as the 0.5, the 1, and the 1.5, you can get shares of Progenity stock without actually affecting the price of a Progenity stock, because that won't affect the level 2 data that you see right over here. You see how it says $2.96 and $3.01 as the bid and the ask over here in the level 2 data? Well, that won't affect it if you just buy a call option contract, because it is not an order for stocks, it's an order for call options, which is a completely different market. So by buying these deep in the money calls, they're able to exercise them and obtain shares of Progenity stock for basically the same price as it's trading at right now without actually affecting the price of the stock. They can also use dark pools to do the same thing. So what exactly are they even doing with these low strike price call options? What they're likely doing is they're getting additional shares. So let's just say this was Ethereum Capital Management buying up these call options. Potentially what they may be doing is buying these deep in the money call options, exercising them, and trying to increase their shareholding of Progenity so that they can actually get more than 51%, get additional shares of the company so they get like maybe 60%, then let this thing squeeze to the absolute freaking moon next week, sell those shares back for profit, and maintain 51% ownership. Now keep in mind, this is all speculation. They're most likely selling us these calls because they already have 51% ownership and doing everything possible to keep all of these open interests out of the money. I mean, it's just so coincidental that what has the least amount of open interest, the 2.5 strike and below, are the only ones in the money now, not the 3. We just so happen to expire just below $3 per share right here. So all of the heavy open interest is currently out of the money. So it seems like they're trying to keep these out of the money on purpose. And what better way to do that? What better way to manipulate the stock price than buying these call options, exercising them, and then dumping them on the open market? They do the same thing with dark pools. They buy it on the dark pool, dump it on the open market, makes it slap the bid essentially, and then make the stock price go down. Bid-ask spread goes down because you're lowering the bid, etc. So I'm personally in the boat of them not wanting to get this thing up. Even though they have 51% ownership, they could possibly benefit from this squeeze, but they're likely going to stick to their old hedgy strategy of driving the price low, scooping up shares for an absolute discount, and then just ripping off a company like Pfizer, selling it to them at a premium what it's actually worth, and then that's how it works. I mean, that's how these hedgies play their games. So they're likely just trying to get some extra money, selling these deep in the money call options, letting them expire worthless, and yeah, that's how they do it. That's how they do it, guys. So what happens if these things do expire in the money? What happens if we get a gamma squeeze and we get $5 strike prices in the money and then another 16 million shares delivered to the buyers of those contracts? What happens is an absolute meltdown. First of all, Progenity skyrockets because all of these stocks have to be delivered. They have to be bought. And then Ethereum will likely lose 51% ownership if all of this does happen. They're in an extremely risky situation. Now, how the heck can we get this gamma squeeze to happen? You get the gamma squeeze to happen by letting the call option volume go up. Right now, we're at a low on call option volume. You can see it right here. It's at a low right now. We need to get it back here. We need to get it all the way up here. We need this call option volume to come up. We need people to start slapping the ass of these call options, buy every single share of Progenity stock as possible, buy all of these call options, just keep buying. Make this thing go up and perpetuate it over $3 per share. That's easy. That will be easy. $3.50, that'll be a bit harder. $4, a bit harder. Is it doable? Of course it's doable. Anything is doable, all right? We can do this. It just takes a lot of teamwork and effort, and we need to slap the ass together. Put every last ounce of your money into Progenity stock. And do I need to remind you what I said earlier in this video? Nothing here is financial advice. If I'm telling you to buy these call options, to buy as much Progenity stock until you go poor, it is merely a joke. I am joking with you guys. Don't do it. Don't buy the stock, okay? But in all seriousness, by buying these call options, that's the only way we get this thing to squeeze. And keep in mind, it's purposely under $3 a share right now as of Friday. They purposely drove all of this open interest right here out of the money because they don't want to deliver the stock, because they know delivering the stock is a threat to this company. They know that they're in trouble. That's why they do this. That's why we need to buy. That's why we need to slap the freaking ass out of all of these call option contracts, out of all of these ass buttons right here. We need to bid this thing up thousands of millions and millions of shares to put this thing to the freaking moon, to Mars, Pluto, beyond Uranus. All right? We need to get up there. It's all or nothing right now. Quite frankly, if Progenity does not go up this week, if it does not breach $3 per share, this play is done for. If we look at some of the future expirations, there's absolutely zero open interest. That's not true. There's some open interest, but you know what I mean. Majority of the open interest is in these 11/19 expirations. We need to do it now or we'll forever hold our peace. We all are bag holders and Ethereum wins. So it's game time, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to saddle up, buckle up, and send this thing to the freaking moon, baby. Let's go. That's all I got for the video. Throw a like on it if you guys haven't already. Check out Moo below, link in the description. Up to $3,500 in free stock as long as you deposit $1 on their platform. Subscribe for more content, and let's have a freaking week, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so ready to let this thing rip, let this thing squeeze. Tell your friends, tell your aunt who has a husband cheating on her, tell your dog's brother's boyfriend, sister, tell absolutely everything. Tell your freaking grandma, tell YOLO the rest of her life savings into Progenity stock. It is time, all right? It is time. There's no better time than right now to buy Progenity and send this thing up to the freaking sky. That's all I got, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be seeing you guys next time. Peace.